Woo, we live, baby. If I'm keeping it a bean, I do not know what channel I'm streaming live from right now. I do not know. I have multiple YouTube channels. I do not know which one I'm streaming live from right now, but we're about to find out. We're about to find out. Oh, I'm live. We're live. We're live on our channel. We're live on our channel. Hold up. Let me start recording too. Start recording this shit so I can edit it and then put it back on the YouTube channel chopped up. But anyways, welcome back to another live. You feel me? Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back. I don't have a stream deck, so we're doing hand claps. We're doing hand claps. I hope y'all can hear that. But anyways, hey. Fuck, I don't even. Fuck, what am I talking about? What am I talking about? The beginning of the stream. I don't fucking know. I ain't gonna lie to you. I do not fucking know. Oh, oh, I did see academics because I watch academics. I don't know. A lot of people don't like academics. I know a lot of people don't fuck with him, but I do watch his videos. For me, there's some shit he says I agree with, and other shit I don't agree with, but you got to have the power of discernment, right? The power of discernment. All right, hold up. If you don't know what that means, I will give you a full definition right now. I will give you a full definition. All right. Oops, what did I do? What did I do? What did I do? Okay, hold up. I am going to give you a full definition of the power of discernment. All right. Oh, y'all see me adjusting myself? My bad. I apologize. I apologize. I apologize. But the power of discernment. All right. Listen, peep game. The power of discernment is the ability to judge well, see beyond the surface, and distinguish the truth from falsehood. So when it comes to academics or anything else like politics, celebrities you support, you gotta have the power of discernment. For example, well, let's finish the definition first. The ability to judge well, see beyond the surface, and distinguish the truth from falsehood, good from bad, and the essential from the superficial, using wisdom, intuition, and critical thinking to make sound decisions and understand complex situations. All right. It involves deep insight, recognition, underlying patterns, and aligning choices with values, acting as a guide in life, leadership, and spiritual growth to avoid deception and make better judgment. This will come back later in the stream. This will come back later in the stream. This will come back later in the stream. Shout out to Dr. Umar. This will come back later in the stream. But yeah, the power of deception, basically, just because you don't like somebody or agree with some things they say or some things they do, you also have to have the ability to say or think, damn, this person is speaking some true facts right now. Just because I don't agree with it or it's not the popular opinion right now doesn't mean that's not true. And that's why I watch academics, because yes, he does say things I'm just like, act, you tripping. I don't agree with that. But at the same time, I've seen other things where I'm just like, that's true. That's facts. Not off of my opinion, but just off of actual facts I agree with. If that makes sense. The power of discernment. And that goes to that goes to media you watch, religion, people in your everyday life, and just every decision you make in life, or whoever you decide you fuck with, you like. The power of discernment have to go into that. I got homeboys where I'm just like, what you're saying is fucked up. I don't agree with it. Things like that. But at the same time, you're my homeboy. You're not saying nothing too crazy for me to cut you off. You're not or doing anything for me to cut you off. But it's okay to have different opinions and different facts to a certain extent. The power of discernment. Anyways, let's get into the stream. Let's get into the extra stream. First, I want to talk about academics. All right. Let me find the video first before I really get into detail. I think this is it right here. I think this is it right here.
With
Yeah.
all these Hilton honors points, I could stay for free.
At the Waldorf Astoria in the Maldives? What about the Canopy in Paris?
Hilton honors, babe.
When you want points that can take you anywhere, anytime, it matters where you stay. Hilton, for the stay.
They got me feeling like I'm academics. Can't run away.
All right. And after that, we're getting Drake. And I'm one of those people, right? I'm an immigrant. I was born in another country. I do want to kind of address this.
All right. Hold up. Let's listen.
I do want to kind of address this. I don't want to get political here, but unfortunately, this does go a little bit into politics, and I'm.
He doesn't want to get into politics, is what he's saying, which is fair. I got a lot to say, but what I have to say is off of what he says. I've seen this video before. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm keeping it a bean. I'm just putting in my 2 cents. But let's continue.
I'm gonna make it a musical at the end. I do want to say this because I do know it is a hot topic, right? It's a hot topic about ICE. I'll tell you my general demeanor about things. You guys do know I emigrated from the island of Jamaica. I'm a U.S. citizen, but I was born in Jamaica.
Facts. Same thing with me. I'm from Nigeria. I was born in Nigeria. My family didn't come here until I was like the age of 6 or 7. Right. So I agree with that so far. And this isn't me saying academics is wrong or trying to disprove them or trying to attack them. But this is me putting my opinion and to show that people can have different opinions on things and things like that. But let's continue.
Right. And by the way, I hold 2 citizenships, right? And you guys see how I deal with stuff here. I'm not here to sway your political view. I'm kind of logical with stuff. If there's anybody who would not necessarily be the biggest proponent of ICE, I'm one of those people, right? I'm an immigrant. I was born in another country. However, I am a person that believes in a democratic society that says majority rules and that says that we vote for what supposedly is the thing. So here's my thing.
Facts. I also agree. Like I said earlier, I wasn't born here. I was born in Nigeria. My parents came here, immigrated here, became citizens while I was still young. So I became a citizen off my mother and father. Things like that.
And it does pain me to see so many people. This is the social thing of our time in this year. It's ICE. And I'm glad it's not racism. I'm not saying one's better than the other, but people are upset about ICE and immigration stuff. And I'm glad it's not about black and white, because in years past, we've seen how that's went. For me and how I think about it, right? And I've seen some of you guys even said like I'm insensitive towards stuff. And I can't be insensitive. I was an immigrant.
Facts. I have the same opinion, because there are situations I talk about with homies of homies, or just people you just talking to out in public, and they're just like, oh, you're sensitive, oh, you don't fuck with us. But no, I understand both sides. I'm an immigrant. Like I said, I came here when I was like 6 or 7 years old, and I grew up here in the United States. I grew up here, so I understand the perspective of people who are so patriotic. They're just like, they think what they think because of their patriotism and what they've done to be an immigrant of this country, or just not even an immigrant of this country, but also fuck. I'm not trying to speak too soon because what I wanted to say will come up later. But let's keep watching the video.
I believe that what these issues are.
That's funny because that's how I'm feeling right now. How he was pausing and he had to think about what he wanted to say. That's how I'm feeling right now. That's how I'm feeling right now. Like, let me think. Let me watch the rest of the video. Let me make sure what I'm saying comes across as clear and concise as it possibly can. All right.
are not pouted at after an election. Yo, Trump, if Trump is saying beforehand, I'm finna build a wall and deport all illegal immigrants. If you don't think, and by the way, I, if you leave it to me, I'll probably say, yo, just give everybody amnesty, right? Like, yo, close the borders, and everybody who already made it through, fuck it. Fuck it. You're a citizen.
Ready whenever you are, Michael.
You know what I'm after? You want to be the biggest store in the world?
I don't have YouTube Premium, so. But yeah, I agree what he says about the whole, like, I do agree with what he says about the whole, like, anybody that's already here and want to enforce these laws, fuck it. Give them citizenship. If they don't want to take it, get them the fuck out of here. If they do want to take it, hey, you one of us now. I agree with that part. All right. But let's keep watching the video.
The person who won ran in the election, but the reality, fuck it, you're a citizen.
Yes.
Right?
Like I said earlier, I agree.
But the reality is, when the election happened, the person who won ran on, we're going to deport illegal aliens. And I always hate when after an election, we see such a huge social movement that's against something that a politician actually ran on. And I look at everybody to say, why didn't y'all vote?
This is where I disagree with academics. This is where I disagree with him. But let's keep listening.
The nigga said he was going to deport people. So now we're in this situation where, there's craziness going on in Minneapolis. But they're not going to stop because people are mad. They're going to do what they claim half the country voted Donald Trump to do.
Doing
which
the
is
job.
deport illegal immigrants.
Doing the
Again,
job.
I'm for amnesty or whatever it is. But currently, the current administration, after an election, the people who voted for Trump acknowledged, or the people who voted, period, acknowledged that if Trump won, that was going to be his agenda, and he's not going to change it.
So that is debatable. That is debatable. Just because politics is always a tough topic to talk on, but what academics just said is debatable. Just because. Okay. Academics said, well, y'all voted on it, and y'all voted for him, and he's been saying this, but yeah, fuck. Let's go back.
So
Let me make sure what I want to say is what I want to say, if that makes sense. All right, let's listen to it again.
I think is that if people feel like ICE, and Again, I'm for a politician actually ran on, and I look at everybody to say, why didn't y'all vote?
That's the thing, though. People voted. So if from the jump Trump was saying, "Hey, I'm deporting all these people out of my country," like that's my plan, or that's one of my plans. I'm getting them the fuck out of here. If he said that, and people heard it, or enough people heard it, but they're thinking a couple things. They're thinking, number one, yes, I agree, deport them, or they're thinking number two, hey, I don't agree with that, but I like the other things he has said. I like the other things he wants to do, or the other options he wants to do. So deportation might not be a big thing to them, but the other things he has spoke on, like, yes, I think these are important things, so I will vote for him. That's why I think academics is wrong. All right. That's why I think he's wrong. Like, it's multiple options. It's not just that one thing. Like, oh, he said he was going to deport them, so I'm over. No, it's deeper than that.
The nigga said he was going to deport people.
It's deeper than that. It's deeper than that.
So now we're in this situation where, there's craziness going on in Minneapolis.
Mm-hmm.
But they're not going to stop because people are mad. They're gonna do what they claim half the country voted Donald Trump to do, which is deport illegal immigrants.
Yeah, but like I said earlier, just because you voted for him doesn't mean you agree with that. Like, I could agree with the other shit Donald Trump said he was going to do, but I could not agree with the deportation, if that makes sense. If that makes sense, because I know people are going to be like, oh, well, if you agree with him on that one, on other things, then you agree with, no. You could agree with somebody on a certain amount of things or on a few things, but not agree with them on their overall view. All right. I could agree with Donald Trump saying he wants to make not the lower class, but the middle class. He wants to improve on that. Tax the like whatever he said he wants to do. I could be like, yeah, I agree with that. But the deportation, we need to get them the fuck out of here. Those immigrants, I could be like, yo, I don't fuck with that. I don't agree with that. But the other things he has said or wants to do, I agree with that, and that outweighs this one little thing. And I know there's people gonna be in the comments still saying, well, if you agree with one no, just because I agree with some other shit doesn't mean I agree with the other shit. The power of discernment. That's what I was saying earlier in this video. The power of discernment. Be able to discern things. Take things. Okay, for example, like I love Kanye West. I love Kanye. Kanye is my number one favorite artist of all time. My list of top 5 favorite artists, and I'm not talking about just hip hop or whatever. I'm talking about just music. Number 1 is Michael Jackson, and number 2 is Kanye West. I love Kanye, but at that same time, I can say, yo, some of the shit that Kanye does, fucking crazy, fucking stupid. I can say that because I have the power of discernment. But there's no one on this planet or on this world where I could agree with 100%. God is the only one I could agree with 100%. I can ask questions, try to figure out my solutions, but at the end of the day, God is the only one. I was just like, hey, if you say this is what we need to do, or this is what you think, or this is what you want to do, okay, cool. But if you're not God, I'm not agreeing with you 100%. That makes no sense. Which is another topic that'll be brought up later. But let's keep watching the video.
Again, I'm for amnesty or whatever it is.
Mm-hmm.
But currently, the current administration, after an election, the people who voted for Trump acknowledged, or the people who voted, period, acknowledged that if Trump won, that was going to be his agenda.
No. They didn't. They didn't. Like I said earlier, you could agree with some things, but not agree with everything. So they didn't agree with that. Well, not say they didn't agree with that, but like I said, you could agree with some things or one thing and not agree with the rest of the things, or vice versa. You could agree with some things, not agree with some things. You could agree with Some things not agree with one thing. You could not agree with one thing and agree with something. Like, you know, it's just there's options. You don't have to go full putting your eggs in one basket, basically. They'll tell you not to put your eggs all in one basket. Basically, that's how politics is. But for a lot of people, it's not the case. Either you're Democrat or Republican. If you're not, you're against me. That is not the case.
And he's not going to change it. So what I think is that if people feel like ICE, and maybe it's not deportation. Maybe it's not deportation of illegal immigrants. Maybe it's just how ICE is dealing with it, which I think that's a separate issue. I think these issues got to be handled at the voting booth. And for all these artists and so many people who are so loud about this, I think this is why you got to take these issues serious. If y'all don't want ICE in cities trying to do the president's bidding, don't make a nigga who is promising and vowing. Literally said it on day one, I'm deporting motherfuckers. Matter of fact, y'all niggas should just leave. He literally said it. And I hope when we get to election time, the sentiment of how divided we are over not only immigration, but even like ICE and how they're moving, will allow people to vote that there's not a repeat of this.
That's the thing, though. Like I said, you're assuming everybody who voted for Trump. PSA, public service announcement. I'm just saying this for whoever comes to this video and watches this video. I'm not saying I voted for Trump or not, or didn't vote for Trump, or I'm a Republican. I'm not saying that. All I'm saying is just because I disagree with one thing someone says doesn't mean I disagree with their overall view. Just because I approve of one thing someone says doesn't mean I approve of their overall view. The power of discernment. Just because people voted for Trump, for example, doesn't mean they agreed with the deportation and things like that. That does not mean that. All right. Man, I don't want to get too political, but let's keep watching the video.
And I guess that's where like my whole point ends, right? Because I feel like we're hearing statements, ICE out. It's nothing going to change. You know what Trump is going to say? Motherfucker, 80 million people voted me in to deport niggas. So we going to do that shit. Fuck out of here.
Presidents have a lot bigger role than that. I get why he's saying that, but presidents have a lot bigger role than that. It's just not that. There's other things that people voted on the president for, but academics is he's saying what he needs to say, playing his role to get the clicks and views, which I respect.
So again, the only way to really solve these things, you can't let the person who literally says he's going to do A get in, and when he does A, you're like, why'd you do A?
I gotta get out of here.
Oh no, oh no, oh no, oh no. Oh!
Buongiorno. I'm here to give you a tour of the vineyard.
You pretended to be the white.
Hey, I don't have fucking YouTube Premium, but is that Chloe Bailey?
It's like you're appearing out of nowhere.
Wait, hey, pause. Is that Chloe? No. What's her sister's name? Halle Bailey. Fuck, Halle Bailey. His name's Halle Bailey. Is that Halle Bailey? I think that's Halle Bailey in the commercial.
You leave Tuscany.
Mateo?
You're telling my family
That's not Halle.
we're engaged. Are you wearing my pajamas?
That's Halle Bailey. Anyways, hey, we skipping past this. We're gonna come back to this. That's Halle Bailey though, but we're gonna run through this. Hey, I apologize. I do not have YouTube Premium. I'm a regular nigga just like the rest of y'all. Let's keep going though.
PG-13.
And also, that's the nigga from fucking Bridgerton. That's old boy from Bridgerton. Let's keep going though.
Yeah. So, don't want to get political here, but I do want to say, shout out to Bad Bunny. I think he's used his music to further his people's agenda, and I think he's on the opposite end of the spectrum of Nicki Minaj. Nicki Minaj, I believe, did something politically that was for herself and her family. She wanted her green card, and she has some agendas for her family, maybe to get her husband off of a sex offenders list. She made those moves for her family and herself.
So let me get this straight.
Bad Bunny, I will give him credit, but I'm not saying one is better than the other. Bad Bunny, all his moves is for his fans. And his fans are primarily people in the diaspora.
Let's go back. Let's go back.
All through Bunny, I will. He's on the opposite end of the
Let's go
spectrum.
back.
Of Nicki
Let's go
Minaj.
back real
Nicki
quick.
Minaj, I believe, did something politically that was for herself and her family. She wanted her green card, and she has some agendas for her family, maybe to get her husband off of a sex offenders list. She made those moves for her family and herself.
There's some truth to what he just said of Nicki Minaj choosing her political side to benefit her family and herself, but this is what I say. Academics, as an immigrant yourself, it's tough. It's tough. It's tough. Like I am doing this live, straight from my mind, thinking on the spot, but I don't think what Nicki Minaj what she's doing, I don't think that's what she's doing. Just because she's been speaking of against the high ups from the jump. She's been speaking out from, well, I want to say from the jump for a minute now. She's been speaking from the jump for a minute. So she knew at some point this was going to happen. She knew this was going to happen at the time. Maybe she did it because she knew she has a big fan base where it doesn't matter what I say or what I do, my fan base will always support me. But she knew what she was doing. Not only did she know what she was doing, but she also knew. That's the thing, though. She knew what she was doing, but how do you know you're standing on the right side when you're making your stand? All right. How do you know you're making a stand from the right side? Because she did an interview where they asked her why she decided to support Trump, and her answer was, I'm not gonna lie, her answer was low key bullshit. If I'm keeping it a bean, let's try to see. I done got YouTube Premium, y'all. I'm finna skip the fuck out this shit.
You've been recently very vocal about politics and social. Have you ever spoken with President Trump?
The first time I said it out loud or texted it was during the last campaign, the presidential campaign. This last one, I saw something.
Issue specific.
I knew right away, and I said, "Pain." And I thought that maybe the Lord was putting that in my heart because this was before I even made it in rap. So imagine not making it in rap and being told in your head you have that to do, but you'll have another thing to do. So I just used to be like, okay, and I thought that maybe the Lord was putting that in my heart because maybe I would have a church. So I would so even jokingly, I would call my husband Pastor Petty. I would be like, you need to get your sermons ready and get ready to preach. And he used to be, but something inside of me just told me I would have another thing to do. And so actually, the first time I said it out loud or texted it was during the last campaign, the presidential campaign, this last one. I saw something and I texted someone. And I knew right away, and I said, this is a mistake. And I also said, all of this is making me want to get into politics. So the last thing that really did it was me seeing certain things, the campaign, this recent campaign, presidential campaign, and knowing that I could help because the things that I was saying, it was happening. Like I was saying, oh, this is a bad idea, or this is a good idea, or and the things I was saying were coming to fruition. And so it made me think, oh, this is probably this is easy. I mean, if it's this easy, then maybe I should do it. And then there was something that happened a few months ago that if I wasn't going to do it before, something happened a couple months ago.
What happened?
I don't want to talk about it, but I'll say that sometimes people can push you so much that they push you all the way into your next calling, into your next blessing, into your next life. And that's what happened with me.
What issue specifically, like, drew you in the most? Is it immigration? Is it the economic policy? Is it religious freedoms? What specifically, answers that calling that you talk about?
Definitely, religious freedom is something that's very important to me. But if I'm being honest, President Trump. Yes, because when I saw how he was being treated over and over and over, I just couldn't handle it. Like, because I felt that same, a lot of that bullying and the smear campaigns and all of the lying, I felt that had been done to me for so many years. And I was watching it in real time happen to someone else. And I didn't think he deserved it. And it made me think, I can't do this anymore.
Have you ever spoken with President Trump?
I have. During the last campaign, I spoke to him briefly. I forgot exactly what they said when they called. Oh gosh, I forgot. But I remember saying I wanted to ask him some questions, and he got on the phone. He was very easy to talk to, and polite and all of that. And I asked him, a few questions, because I said, with me, everything I do, I have to take account. I have to take an account for my fan base, and so I had recently been seeing a couple things circling online, and I just wanted to confirm with him directly. And I said, do you have a problem with the LGBT community? And I asked him if he had a problem with the Jewish community. And I asked him about women's rights. And
When President Trump. Trump both like to give people nicknames.
yeah.
President Trump refers to Gavin Newsom as Gavin Newscum. So do you. Can you tell me, did you come up with it?
Bad Bunny, I will give him credit, but I'm not saying one is better than the other. Bad Bunny, all his moves is for his fans. And his fans are primarily people in the diaspora. Of the Hispanic community all throughout Southern America and the Caribbean and even Europe. And he stands for their causes, even if it doesn't affect him, because I'm telling you, he's Puerto Rican. They're not deporting him. And I actually I support him for that too. But I guess my overall thing was I'm not here condemning anything, and I'm not saying Trump is impervious to whatever. I don't think we could ever have a perfect political candidate. But when you're stuck with only two choices, if you vote this guy in, you might like 80% of the things they're going to do, and then 20% you might not like or you might be indifferent to. But again, that's the decision you got to make. And again, I'm never upset with anyone who goes left, right, or wherever you go, because I think that's our right as Americans. I want to go into something that's kind of adjacent to this, and then we'll get to the Nicki Minaj Jay-Z thing. But this is something really interesting that I noticed. And by the way, I want to salute Bad Bunny. If you wonder why I believe Bad Bunny, you know, I hope Drake is taking everything off my chest then. Because you know why? When I'm number 5 or number 10 or not on the list, number 5 to make your mark. No, it's gonna seem like a call out, but it's not. I've said this before. When you're at the top of this industry, it's your time in the sun to make your mark. You know, they gave me the top media personality as Complex, and I made sure I got everything off my chest then. Because you know why? When I'm number 5 or number 10 or not on the list, I don't matter. When you're number 1, make the change you want to see. Stand for something. Don't just get all the cash and just let it go.
You're confident. You're strong.
When I was number 1, I said everything I need to say about that list. Hey, why is this person not on it? I need to be the most critical because that's the only time you motherfucking matter. You know, again, it's gonna sound like criticism of my boy Drake, but it's not. But I guess it's kind of. Drake invented streaming. Hold on, because I know somebody's gonna be hyperbolic. Oh, you made power moves. What does that mean? I believe that the reason why Drake filed a lawsuit later, and the lawsuit to me read like, buddy, you did build this shit. And bullshit. And me and Joe Budden went in and what did you expect? Maybe the streaming company, Drake took a $20 million. Let's look at Spotify. Five over. I want to show you how that looks. I know you might say, because here's the thing. I want to show you how to. People who loved him after he basically positioned this tour to say, I'm not coming to U.S. 18,000. Now, I don't know if you guys have any Hispanic friends or whatever, but I I love me some Latinas. I can't lie to you. people who loved him after he basically positioned this tour. This is before he announced the next. So basically, he sold out. It wasn't only Puerto Rican residents. Him. Why am I saying he changed the game? The idea. This is before he announced the next tour, but he said, I'm not coming to the U.S. People had to go to Puerto Rico to go see him. So basically, he sold out. It wasn't only Puerto Rican residents. People, to see Bad Bunny, you had to go to see him. Why am I saying he changed the game? The idea of touring is that the artist comes to you. But imagine if an artist is so hot, he says, I ain't going nowhere. The tourist literally called, I don't want to go. I ain't leaving. If y'all want to see me, you come to me. This is before he announced the next tour, but he said, I'm not coming to the U.S. People had to go to Puerto Rico to go see him. So basically, he sold out. It wasn't only Puerto Rican residents. People, to see Bad Bunny, you had to go to see him. Why am I saying he changed the game? The idea of touring is that the artist comes to you. But imagine if an artist is so hot, he says, I ain't going nowhere. The tourist literally called, I don't want to go. I ain't leaving. If y'all want to see me, you come to me. Profound. Game changer. I want to tell you the ripple effects because I'm telling you this is a big dog, and when he does shit, it happens. This is starting a ripple effect, and the whole industry watched this Hispanic guy do it and say, "What the fuck? A guy could do 30 consecutive dates, or it wasn't consecutive, but 30
Damn, my audio wasn't on. It's on now, but
30 dates and people go to them? What the fuck? Remember, with touring, the idea is you get a bus, you drive around. Most of the expenses keep moving the stuff from city to city. But this one guy said, I'm doing it one location. Now, we see it in Vegas, but Vegas is a special thing. It has this huge tourist economy.
Yeah, Vegas is different.
That's not Puerto Rico.
No,
and yes, there is a lot of people that go to Puerter Rico, but
yeah, there is. But it's not the same thing.
He turned
compared to
Puerto
Vegas.
Rico into the only place you could see him. I'm gonna tell you where, and I know somebody else said, come on, next topic. But I have to applaud this guy because he's amazing. his tactic has inspired other people. So Harry Styles has announced a tour, and his tour is a very special tour. If you don't know Harry Styles, he's an English singer-songwriter. I believe he used to be in like a boys group or something like that. I don't know. But, you know, he's really popular. He used to be in One Direction. Here's the thing. Harry Styles has announced his tour, and he's doing the same thing.
Ready whenever you are, Michael.
I ain't got YouTube Premium. I already told y'all. I ain't got YouTube Premium. So y'all gotta watch these ads with me.
I'm just getting
and
started.
I will be watching this Michael Jackson movie.
April 24th.
He's doing a few cities, and he's doing hella dates. Okay? So, he goes to Amsterdam. He's staying there for this. He goes to UK. He's staying there for like 6 days. They're doing, basically, this is like a new way to tour. You're not going from city to city. You let everybody come to you. He's coming to Madison Square Garden. Look. He's coming to Madison Square Garden. So he's doing 30 dates at the Garden. Unique way on some residency shit. Because artists love residencies. 30 dates is crazy.
Yeah, but that's the thing though. Not every artist can do this. You gotta be the cream of the crop, the top dog to do some shit like this. Bad Bunny can do shit like that. Old boy that he was just talking about can do shit like that. Drake can do some shit like that. Kendrick can do some shit like that. But if you are just a regular, not even a regular, just a artist that's not in the fucking top 10, top 20, you can't do no shit like that. Can SZA do some? If SZA said she wanted to do only concerts in California, where she's from, in Cali, do you think she can fucking do that? Do you think it'll sell out? I do agree with academics that did change the game, but it didn't change the game right now. It's changed the game later on in the future when other big artists notices the influence and see like, damn, I got all this control and power. I can do whatever the fuck I want. Yes, but right now, or for most artists, nah, man. For 95%, 98% of artists, no. Did not change the fucking game. It did not. They still have to tour to every little city and every little state that they can get to make that bread. But for bigger artists, Bad Bunny, Kendrick, whoever the fuck he was talking about in this video, who else? Drake, J. Cole, niggas like that, yeah, they can do that. It's only a percentage of them that can do that. But yeah, that's all I wanted to speak on academics for now. But yeah, I fuck with academics. He be speaking some real shit to me. To me, he be speaking on some real shit, some true shit. I know a lot of people don't like him. I know a lot of people don't fuck with him. But like I said earlier, or in my previous videos, the power of discernment. You got to be able to discern, take things out that doesn't make sense or you understand, and take things in that you do understand and make sense. If that makes sense and you understand that, then you should know what I'm talking about. But okay, I gotta say this. When it comes to certain things in this life that you're living and everyone else is living, there are people out here in this world where they support something so much where no matter what that organization or individual do, they will always support it. For example, Drewski dropped that skit on... Drewski has dropped a lot of skits, but the most recent one that I know of, he dropped a skit of religion, of the mega pastors, mega churches, of how they basically overperform to preach the word. If you don't like what I just said or you don't, please keep listening just to understand what I'm trying to say. And I'm not trying to manipulate you. I'm not trying to force you to be on a side or not. I am just giving my honest opinion. Drewski dropped that video. And as a man of God, as a man of Christian, as a follower of Christ myself, I think that shit was funny just because I just cussed. I like him. Oh, Christians don't cuss. I think it was funny just because I do believe a lot of pastors and a lot of churches, they do extra shit. They do extra stuff. And I just wanna show y'all a verse of that, of why I think what I think. All right, I just want to show y'all. Let me see if I can find the verse. Oh, I found it. I found it. I found it. This is just the verse. All right, damn. It doesn't show the whole thing, but it says Paul warned against pastors who act as performers, emphasizing the true ministry, focusing on preaching Christ rather than putting on a show for personal glory or entertainment. He condemned leaders who engaged in or tickle ears with false, sensational, or unprofitable doctrines, advising that such behavior ruins heresies and descripts the church. This part right here, who act as performers, emphasize that true ministry focuses on preaching Christ rather than putting on a show. When Drewski did his whole thing, I honestly believe that he was just clowning a lot of pastors, a lot of churches that just put on a show. Because now in your head you're thinking, man, that was amazing. The show, the scripture was not the first thing you thought of. The show was the first thing you thought of. And that is why I am saying what I am saying, because the scripture should be first, no matter what, beginning from end. The scripture should be first at the end of the day. And I would like to speak on this more later on, but yeah, just take that into consideration. The scripture should be first. I'm not the most holiest person. I'm not the most biblical person. I'm not the most whatever you want to say. I don't read the Bible, but the scripture should be the first. All right. No one's in the chat, so I can't read to see what I should do next. But next, we're moving on to some fucking great taste. Great taste. Right here. Let's see. First, we're gonna watch Great Taste.
You mean
the best fried chicken.
Pizza rolls?
Pizza rolls are 10
I don't got
for
no
about
fucking
$1,
YouTube
so,
Premium.
yeah,
Like I've been saying, this whole stream, I don't have YouTube Premium. I'm a regular nigga.
Pizza rolls, huh?
I'm not paying for that
Totino's
shit.
pizza rolls are 10 for
But
about $1.
Colonel Sanders, everybody knows.
He's a racist. Thank you. Exactly.
He's not a racist.
Hey, first of all, they were so young in this. This was 8 years ago. 8 years ago, I was what? I was like 23 to 25 years old. Off the top of my head. If I want to go back 8 years ago, I was like 24, 23. Look at Meg. She look young as hell. I'm not going to roast of how she looks now, but they all just look young. This was 8 years ago. But anyways, let's keep going.
Colonel Sanders was poor when he grew up, okay?
He stole the recipe from a black man.
That is true.
Thank you.
His name was
You think he fried
Jebediah
chicken?
Spices.
He was poor.
His name was Jebediah Spices. He stole his recipe.
Colonel Santos ain't still no recipe, man. He just well, I don't know if that's facts, but I don't think he stole a recipe. He just I'm sure the way to cook fried chicken was just basic back then, and he just found some way to make it different and got to where he was at.
His white suit and devil.
And I know people are gonna be in the comments. This is Black History Month. I'm gonna post this on TikTok too. This is Black History Month. I know niggas are gonna post whatever you gotta say. Fuck you. He just made some chicken that was better than everybody else, and that's where we are. That's why we are where we are today.
That's why all his pictures are close up, because if you zoomed out, he was holding all of his slaves. All right, so I know this is random, but I'm here repping for all grocery store fried chicken, specifically Albertsons.
I'm representing my home state of Kentucky.
We are here to talk about the amazing savior of the hood, Church's Chicken. Okay?
This is your
Hey, what Patrick said, grocery store fried chicken. I've never tried that. I've only tried the rotisserie chickens from grocery stores. That's the only one I ever tried. But fried chicken from grocery stores, crazy. I'm not gonna lie. I've only tried rotisserie chicken, the whole chicken. Fried chicken, I haven't tried that.
your local drug dealer's favorite chicken right here.
I'm here representing.
But it's not just your local drug dealer's favorite chicken. It's everybody's favorite chicken. There's times where I don't fuck with Popeyes. They fuck up my order, things like that. But at the end of the day, I still fuck with Popeyes. Popeyes and Churches. Those are my two go-tos. There's not a lot of churches around here. I won't speak on that till later on. Let's keep watching the video.
Representing Bojangles Chicken, which is from the South. It don't come across the Mississippi River because they focus on making their stuff good. National expansion chicken means it ain't that good.
Dance for us, boy.
Mr. Bojangles was a tap dancer.
Give us the soft shoe, nigga.
It's the worst name for a chicken place ever.
Not the
It really is. That's the worst name for a chicken spot. Bojangles. Bojangles. The chicken is good. I've been there like once. The chicken is good, but the name, I don't fucking know, man. Gotta do the slave tap. The chicken is good as fuck though. I'm not gonna lie.
The best name, not gonna disagree with you. Could have just been Bo's Chicken.
Is the commercials, are they in blackface in these commercials? What up, peeps? I'm here representing Harold's Chicken. Staple.
I've never had Harold's chicken. I've never had it. So I can't speak on
Founded
that.
in 1950 from a cat named Harold. Yeah, they got the bulletproof glass to keep everybody safe. Okay.
And the menus
Keep everybody safe.
And they got zero customer service, but the chicken is phenomenal. They be like, "What you want? What you want?" They gotta talk through the little hole.
This is the
Hey, the best food spots, not just chicken, the best food spots are the spots where it looks dingy, it looks fucked up, it looks scary. You're scared to go in there, but the food finna be fire, all right? The top two food spots, number one, it looks scary. It doesn't even look like an establishment. It doesn't even look like a restaurant. Food finna be fire. Number two, if you walk in and you see a child, a little kid, someone that shouldn't be at the cash register at the front, the food finna be fire. You know what I'm talking about if you know the food finna be fire. All right? The food finna be fire.
original 11 herbs and spices. It's a secret. The secret's locked up in a dungeon to this day. started in the 1920s. Nobody else's chicken has been around for almost 100 years.
Nobody else's chicken is served in a mop bucket either.
This is like legit.
No,
fried chicken. All y'all
it isn't a
way too
bucket though,
expensive.
for real.
Popeyes is like $40 for a 5-piece.
Harold got some good price.
They got a $5 box.
It's mostly box.
You don't even need chapstick when you eat Popeyes. It's automatically gonna grease up your lips.
Look.
That's not a good thing.
Look at this. You could put this grease into his hair and make it look like it had some.
11 herbs and spices, you guys. This is still a secret.
Also, I think that 11 herb and spices, I think that's just cap. I think that was for commercial purposes. I think they just did it like how everybody else in the fried chicken industry did it. It's cap. Fried chicken is fried chicken. Also, fried chicken, it just depends who makes it. If a fast food restaurant makes it, I think it's just like everybody else. If someone personally made it, like Thanksgiving or a get-together, whatever reason, and they're like, oh, I made some fried chicken. That shit is different. That shit is different.
Dirt, bullshit, dirt, more bullshit, and then dirt. That's 11.
KFC stands for, hey, Colonel, fuck this
Fuck
chicken.
that chicken. Fuck that chicken for real.
Colonel spelled with a C, but that was a great joke. Colonel spelled with a C.
Guess what? Since it is grocery store chicken, you get to enjoy it in the comfort of your own home.
You can do that.
In your drawers, just grease.
You can do
all
that
over
with
the
Harold.
chest
Why are you
and
eating
face.
chicken with no shirt on?
No,
What's going on in your life that you eating chicken naked?
Why are you eating chicken in your
Pervert.
drawers?
A good
Like,
life.
hold on, before
That's
I
a
get
good
to
life.
this, hold on, no,
That's a good life. No,
This is exactly why you should eat Alice's chicken.
We didn't need the full act out.
He has kids, and now his kids have to see this.
We didn't need the full act out, kid.
Cam,
We got it.
Cam, I'm gonna be honest. We didn't
I
need
was
most
going
of it.
there.
Nah, we didn't.
You know, they made
Hey, how I eat fried chicken at home alone after I've paid for it, after I've brought it home, even before that, after I've ordered it, pulled up to the drive-thru, ordered it, brought it home, and how I eat that fried chicken is none of your business. And that's all I'm gonna say about that. I can eat it however I want to eat it.
Hey Harold's chicken because the white branches wouldn't come to the black community. So we're like, we need chicken in these streets. And Harold
Fried chicken racism and discrimination is crazy.
was like, you're right about that. And he did something about it. He made the sauce.
Without the sauce.
Why would you want to? You're losing the whole experience.
I've never had Harold's chicken, so I can't say.
I've never had it.
I thought
Hopefully, one day when I do go to Chicago, I think that's where it's at. When I do go to Chicago, I could try it out.
it was ketchup when I was little. But apparently it's a special sauce.
Special
And
sauce
it's good
makes
as hell. It's good as hell. It's like a ketchup-y with some tang to it, with a little twist. Nah, like a little.
Ketchup is for fries. Nobody else is putting ketchup on their fries because we're adults.
Bojangles is a southern delicacy. It is
Bojack, just that name, I still can't. Yes, sir, massa. Yes, sir. That's a lot of thinking about when I hear Bojangles. Yes, massa. Yes, sir.
amazing. It's crispy. It's buttermilk fried.
Who's your CEO, Jim Crow?
You know what the sauce tastes like? Black militants. Alright? And you get regular white bread at the bottom of the chicken
I
plate.
do respect that because that's how churches.
Yeah.
Not
So
churches
you sopping
chicken,
up, you
but
sopping
churches.
up all the chicken.
Are you
flavor
supposed
at
to
the
eat that
bottom.
bread? I
You're
don't think
not
you're
supposed to eat that
Okay.
bread, right?
Why not?
Okay,
That's
okay,
why
yeah,
they
yeah.
put it in there to sop up all the grease. You're not supposed to eat
Oh,
that bread.
no, that bread is
Right.
light.
It's juicy.
Hey, I would eat that bread. I would eat it. All that grease and oil in that bread, give it a little bit of. To me, I would eat it.
It's crispy. It's cheap. Like
is
$7.
cheap.
Yep.
If the house is lit, you just need 2
You
bags.
only buy that chicken when you don't feel like making dinner that night.
That's what it is.
That's
Right.
it's
You buy all this chicken when you don't feel like making
Well,
dinner.
no,
that
because
night.
you go to the grocery store to get real groceries. I'm going to cook something special tonight. Then you walk past that, you know what? I don't feel like cooking. Desperate Measures chicken.
Because the smell gets you.
They need to change the name to I Changed My Mind. That's what it should say on the bag.
Hey, they could have.
That's facts though. If you're getting fried chicken, it doesn't matter where you're getting it from. If you're getting takeout, fried chicken, burgers, whatever, This video is about fried chicken. If you get a fried chicken from Popeyes, churches, grocery store, wherever you're getting it from, you're getting it because you don't want to cook. Period.
Change the name to just Bo, Jangles, Good Chicken. I don't know why they.
You ain't got to change the name. We find the way we is. Oh no, so we like the name, sir.
I have no argument prepared for this.
When you come to Bojangles, sit in the back. Oh, no.
It's a tradition. It's not a law. It's a tradition.
They don't even have front seats. It's all back seats.
That's what good chicken look like.
Get your ass to the
You lying to yourself. You lying to us.
That nigga to here is eating a seagull leg right now.
You need to take it to church and pray for it. They don't have no seasoning
You're
in
lying.
church's chicken.
It
They don't
tastes
use
like that.
nothing.
You know what though? One of my friends worked there and told me that the way they get it to be salty is they put salt water inside the church's chicken.
That's ridiculous.
Salt water.
That's why
If
the
you've
box
ever
is that
seen a
wet.
Church's chicken, it's not big enough to have a tank just for salt water. Church's chicken is literally like 12 by 14. That's it. It's a small ass.
Right. This is true.
Man, don't think you know everything because you have Asian, because
Hey,
you don't.
you know why it's
You
called
didn't know that
Church's-
wig was a bad decision.
You know why it's called Church's Chicken? Because every box is a leap of faith.
You want good chicken, go to Church's.
Let's
That's it.
get to the neck person.
Get back in the pool with that box of chicken. You got no taste in food, and that's why you built like a Hennessy bottle.
That had nothing to do with the chicken.
But just this part. So here don't have the bottom. Here don't have the spout
The
part.
disrespect in here is more crispy than that chicken.
Hey, I fuck with churches. I like churches. I fuck with churches. Churches was keyword was my number one spot. But now Popeyes is my number one spot. Just because they closed down all the fucking churches location around me. There's no churches around me. All the closer churches are far as fuck. So I don't even know where to go to get some fucking churches. So the next is Popeyes. This is a Popeyes literally down the street from me. Like not even a mile. I could walk there if I wanted to. Shout out to Popeyes, but churches was the spot. All right. But yeah, that's the end of that video. That was an interesting video. Great taste. All def digital. All digital. All def digital. Y'all fuck with them. Great taste. If you enjoyed that video, fuck with all def digital. Fuck with all def digital. Great taste. They have great videos, man. They have great fucking videos. Especially the Great Taste. The Great Taste are fucking great. Like, see, another one popped up for a recommendation. But we're going to watch this. Is it Hallie or Chloe? I don't fucking know. I think this is Chloe. We're going to watch this fucking... Hallie. Okay, I see the search at the top. Halle Bailey. We're going to watch this Halle Bailey video or her new show or movie. I don't know. We're about to find out.
Random rich white boy.
He's Italian.
Salute.
So some random rich spicy white boy.
Matteo.
And you think that that's a sign to fly to Italy tonight?
It's not about him. He doesn't even live there anymore. But he told me about his big old villa. Just sitting there.
Empty.
Is that all it takes? Money, a villa, a big ass house, a condo on a rooftop. Is that all it takes? Look at her. She finna give it up.
Don't come calling me from no Tuscan jail.
First time to Tuscany?
My first time pretty much anywhere.
Hey, I'm gonna pause right here. I'm not gonna lie. I like seeing Halle Bailey in she's still in the movie world, in the media world. She's doing her thing after she had a baby. After that whole situation with DDG, aka Doodoo Garbage. I don't think he's Doodoo Garbage, but a lot of people say he's Doodoo Garbage. I'm glad she's back in the filming world, doing her thing, making movies. I'm glad, because I think her sister, Chloe Bailey, is more on the music side, and Halle Bailey just transitions over to the movie side. I'm glad she's doing her thing.
Hello? Who leaves an engagement ring in a junk drawer?
What are you doing here? Arresti questa donna.
This is all a really big misunderstanding.
Dio mio. She's marrying Matteo.
Yes, I'm marrying Matteo.
Cap.
Congratulazioni! What do I do?
You can pretend to be his fiance, or you go to prison.
Either way, it's very romantic.
Why would she go to prison though? What are the laws in France? Is that where she's at? I don't fucking know. What are the laws in France or Europe? Just because she fakes to be a bride doesn't mean she's going to prison, right? I don't fucking know.
Anna, this is Michael, my nephew.
I gotta get out of here.
Pause.
Either way, it's very romantic.
Ain't that old boy from Bridgerton? Ain't that old boy? I haven't seen him since Bridgerton. And he just popped up on some Halle Bailey starred movie. I haven't seen him since Bridgerton, but I'm glad he has more work. I'm glad he has more work.
I gotta get out of here.
Oh! Buongiorno. Gabriella wants to give you a tour of the vineyard.
Why?
Aren't you getting married there?
Oh.
What's up with that accent? Is that his real accent? It's not though. Is his British accent on Bridgerton his real accent? I don't fucking know. But now I'm feeling like none of his accents are for real.
I used to dream of working in a place like this.
You're a chef. You belong here.
This was fun.
Okay, you pretended to be the white Italian man's fiance, but ended up catching feelings for the black Italian cousin brother? Oh, this some Shonda Rhimes shit.
It's like you just suddenly turned up out of nowhere.
I gotta tell them the truth.
You got this.
Will your mama be coming?
I don't have
Una familia? You do now.
This is too much.
You deserve to live your life the way you want it.
Is that rain?
Oh my gosh.
Those rom-coms, man. Those rom-coms. He got to come out the shirt. One of them gotta come out the clothing. Either him or her. He came out the clothing. First of all, hit the gym, my boy. Hit the fucking gym. All right. Chest on bird. Abs, non-existence. Biceps, triceps, shoulders. What's that thing right here? The boulder shoulders? None of that. He doesn't lift no fucking weights. He doesn't lift no fucking weights. He just looks like he just stays lean just to stay lean for his movie roles or for his job. Hit some fucking weights, my boy. I don't know his real name. Hit some fucking weights. That's all I can say.
You can eat, pray, and love me, baby.
Mateo, what are you doing here?
What am I doing here? What are you doing here?
I'm not gonna lie. Off of the previews, 6.5 out of 10. 6.5 out of 10.